What a day, what a night. Oh my God, has the soul returned to your body? Everybody? What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren. If you're new here, I have not recovered. Truly have not recovered. We got a 2-hour long conversation between Taylor and Travis, and it just gave me more than I was expecting. Like way more. Yes, we went into this knowing we're getting the album TS12, The Life of a Showgirl. Very excited for that. But moreover, we got this like just inside look into Taylor and Travis's relationship with each other. Round of applause for Jason Kelce. I was not expecting him to be that good of an interviewer. Crushed it, nailed it. Hard-hitting questions, asked the things that we wanted to know, even questions I didn't even know that I wanted to know. It was just amazing. I've been in an editing hole. Welcome to my editing hole right now. What you don't see off camera is all my clothes over there, my makeup, my lipstick. It's just kind of shoved. This is not the cleanest background, but I was like, I need to turn the camera on. Just give you my thoughts. I did film my 2-hour reaction, but it's kind of choppy because I was also hosting a virtual watch party for the New Heights podcast in my Discord server. By the way, I now have a free Discord server available to the public. It's cool. I didn't know that that was an option that I could do, but anyways, because I was hosting the live stream, I like wasn't present for some of the beginnings, and I'm mad. Because editing this, I was like, oh my God, I didn't hear her say that. I didn't hear him say that. So I have been including little clips of my reaction on Instagram and on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So make sure you're checking those out.
In my contract, they didn't put a clause in that said I couldn't re-record because nobody was doing it and nobody thought that was a good idea.
Yep.
So, and also like, who would be that stubborn? Like who would be that petty?
This badass kid over here.
That they would record every single thing
so badass,
over and over again.
So badass.
Well, not just that. Hold on, Bill. But not just that. Who has a fan base that's going to listen to the same album twice in a row?
It's a good point, Jason. It's a good point.
Honestly, the fans got behind that narrative, and they're like, "Screw the first album. We're rolling with the re-recorded album.
We ride at dawn."
They were like, "We ride at dawn." And it was amazing because they're the reason why the re-records worked out.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the full 2-hour reaction. I don't know if you guys want to see that because it's just there's a lot. Let me know. Who knows what I'm gonna do with that. I'll probably include some clips into this video, but I just needed to talk to you. Please, before I start this video, everybody, in case you're new here, in case you are new here, this is a conversation. I like to hear what you guys have to say. I like when y'all comment the moment you start the video and then you like edit your comment or you comment again to like be like, oh, I agree with you or I disagree. Like that's my favorite shit is going down, reading all the comments, the things you guys have to say. And so as I was editing, oh, hello. I just started writing down all of these thoughts and things that I needed to talk to you about. Like, why did she say 47 a bunch of times? She said a bunch of weird numbers in this interview, you guys. And then she literally said like, I never do Easter eggs in reference to my personal life. I had to pause there because I was like, girl, your music, not all. Your music is about your personal life. Not all, obviously, but she literally tells us that like different albums are like where she was at in her life and whatever, but she was like, I only do Easter eggs related to my music. She said 47 2 different times.
No, look, his soul has left his body. No, that was so good. Thank you. Thank you for screaming for like 47 seconds. That was so nice.
Countries did you do the Eras tour in?
I'm freaking out.
47,000.
Yes.
Countries, Jason.
Correct. Not a coincidence. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? 7 + 4 is 11. It's not the 11. I don't know. It means something. She also said 1971, 1973. I don't know. Parts of me are like, is her team standing in front of Travis and Taylor with like a big whiteboard and they're like, here are the Easter eggs you need to say. Up 47, cross it off the list. Like, don't forget, it's like an improv game. Like, how many times can I drop an Easter egg? It means something, y'all. It means something. Please, I need to know your thoughts on all this because I'm gonna rapid fire. I don't wanna edit a super long video, but I like to talk so much. So I should have done a live stream of my reaction to this. I was thinking about that, but I was nervous about copyright. I didn't know. Anyways, my notes. Let's get into my notes. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and on TikTok because I'm really trying here, okay? I'm trying. So yes, while I was editing some of my reaction to little bits and pieces of it, I was hearing some of these moments for the very first time. Jason Kelce did a really good job interviewing them. Can we talk about that for a second? I saw this funny meme that was like he's the Barbara Walters of our time. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. He asked genuinely good questions that people wanted to know. And let me tell you, when they first posted that teaser video of like her opening the blurry briefcase and he was like, ah, I was like, Jason, you are the wrong person to be receiving this news. Like, you have no, I respectfully love you, but you have no idea what you're doing, what you're getting yourself into. And this is me taking back my words, because he crushed it. I was super happy with the questions he asked and the answers that we got in response. You can also just tell that she's like very comfortable chatting with Jason freely, as they do all the time. I also wonder what like the uncut version of this podcast is. Did anyone else notice that? It's just my editing brain, but there were a couple moments, and I get it, brevity podcast, there's lighting, there's a mic issue, someone has a logo, like there's so many random reasons why you might stop a podcast mid-filming and edit out a chunk of it, but there were a couple moments there when like the continuity of like Travis from the next shot and Taylor, I was like, what did you guys cut out? What did you say that you were like, better not include that? Like, anyone else? Just my brain spiraling? Cool. Because I'm like, how much of that was like lighting, audio issue, and how much of that was Taylor's team being like, let's not include that. We don't know what the media is gonna do with those words and that joke you made. Like, it's a possibility. But like, there were a couple times when Travis and Taylor were being like really sweet to each other, and then like at one point they cut off Taylor's answer, or they shifted what her answer was, and I'm like, why? Tell us why, I wanna know. I am so glad that Jason asked about the original friendship bracelet. Please, can we have a moment to remember this clip here?
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I know you went to the Taylor Swift concert. How was it?
Yeah, well, I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a
Little
bracelet?
does he know.
Yeah, if you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one. She doesn't meet anybody, or at least she didn't want to meet me, so I took it personal.
She probably just hasn't gotten over the Super Bowl yet. She's a big Eagles fan. Maybe she just made something up.
Cracks me up. Love that so much. But I love that Jason was like, so Taylor, did you get the friendship bracelet? And she was like, no, I have not seen any friendship bracelet. And I'm like, Travis, was this a lie? Was this just like a cheeky little line that you used in the podcast to like go, or as Taylor calls it, full send? Like, I want to date you. That's literally the clip that Taylor's talking about from the podcast. It was just so cute. But I love that he asked about that. That's something I never would have thought to ask. Speaking of which, I love that the producer of the New Heights podcast posted this to Twitter today. Just a small change to a SeatGeek ad changed everything. Just them saying, Travis, did you go to the Eras tour? And because of that ad read, like, here we are. I love it. Butterfly effects, invisible string rather. Another thing I'd like to chat about, because I'm still undecided on this and the internet loves drama, so I don't know what's real and what's just drama. But everyone is saying that Taylor is throwing shade at Blake Lively in a couple of the things that she said in the interview. I don't think so. I think there's only one instance that it's like, oh, maybe, but there could be so many people that fall into that category. But the specific thing where like everyone's talking about like copper oxidizes and it turns from green to orange, orange to green, and like this is exactly like that Met Gala dress that Blake Lively wore when she was the Statue of Liberty. And I'm like, guys, stop. That's, no. You think that the orange that came from Taylor Swift swinging in the cage in the Reputation music video? No. This album, whether or not it was originally called Karma or it was something to do with like a Showgirl, the color orange has always been around for this specific reason. I do not think that that is her calling shade to Blake Lively. The part that I do think might be a little questionable is when she's talking about some people put my name in the headlines and they're doing too much and it has nothing to do with me and like I just don't give it any energy, like blah, blah, blah. That could be a reference to that, but I also think that like Taylor Swift's name is in the press for so many reasons that has nothing to do with her. Other celebrities are calling her out, other this or that, and it's just like I feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be the Blake Lively thing. Like Blake and Taylor and Ryan have been friends for so long. Yes, it sounds like they are taking like a little bit of a pause and a break, and god damn it, Blake, why did you post that? Why did you send that Dragons text message? Because that, I was on your side up until then, but I just don't, whoa, we're not doing that today. I don't know whose side I'm on. But I also just know if there's one thing that Taylor Swift will never do, It's tear down a friend or ex-friend that is claiming sexual harassment? Never. I don't think that she will do that. That's my thoughts, period. But I do need to know, did Travis actually unfollow Ryan Reynolds on Instagram? Because that to me is very, very telling. I know an unfollow doesn't mean anything, but it could. It sometimes could. What's next that I wrote down? Okay, here is just a thing that I've noticed that I wanted to see if anyone else sees where I'm going with this thought. Roll with me here. Let me see if you can understand what I'm saying. So when I first saw the cover, it's beautiful, it's amazing. It kind of, Chester agrees. Chester! We all know that Taylor Swift will be releasing a feature film sometime in the future. I have this big video script that I've written about this that I need to come to fruition. You guys would love it. We know that she is going to be releasing a film sometime in the future, and when the Tortured Poets Department was released, I couldn't get the name of that album right for a week. I kept saying the Dead Poets Society, the Dead Poets Department. Like I just couldn't get the movie, the Dead Poets Society, out of my head. Now, obviously, TTPD, Tortured Poets Department, it's like another everyday word for me. But I just always found that interesting where I was like, what an interesting choice of words. Fast forward to this album, The Life of a Showgirl. I don't know if any of you guys caught it, but like when I first posted on YouTube about this, I put in the title accidentally The Last Showgirl, the Pamela Anderson movie, the biopic? Not autobiography, biopic. I hope I got that right. I might not have. But I just was like, that's interesting that it sounds like another movie. The cover of this album also looks like a movie. She is very, okay, she does do a lot of very cinematic style music videos. That's nothing new, but I just wonder if there's a little part of her that's like training us as an audience to get used, like she's like paving the bridge for her to be entering the silver screen, the movies. I don't know. Interesting, like the picture of her in the movie theater. Oh my God, the pictures from this album, you guys, are so amazing. Seriously, I dropped dead seeing the one of her in the diamond. It's so good. I just loved it. I don't know. I feel like that could be a way for her to start like slowly transitioning us into, hey, get used to like Taylor in the movies, Taylor doing this. I don't know. Now that I'm like saying my thoughts out loud right now, it felt better written down in my notes because now I'm like, that sounds like a big load of bullshit, Lauren. But like, there's something about it that I'm just like, I could easily see her next thing being about her being a director behind the camera, movies, because she is saying that The Life of a Showgirl is basically like pulling behind the curtain, seeing what goes on behind stage. And she, I guess in a sense, has always talked like this. I don't know. I think my brain is just like running wild and on like a couple hours of sleep. So there's that thought. Swish it around in your mouth. Let me know what you think about that. I am so mad that I was so busy yesterday with the podcast and filming myself, but also hosting the live stream that I didn't buy the bracelet with It's Frightening or the other bracelet with It's Beautiful. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I gotta wait to buy because she does so many different versions of stuff. She did say that there's only gonna be 12 tracks, which honestly, I am relieved. Guess what? I go out of town October 3rd, but this means that she'll be releasing it the night before, right? So I'm gonna be able to react here, I hope, but I'm like heading off to a wedding the next day. Of course. Are we shocked? No, we are not shocked. But I am excited, like just to hear her talk about the album. Wait, let's include that clip right here.
What is the theme of the album, if you would describe it as one like theme, if that's possible?
I would say it's everything that was going on behind the curtain.
Okay.
Everything.
And then what are the goals? You said something like what would be like your main goals with this album?
My main goals were melodies that were so infectious that you're almost angry at it. And lyrics that are just as vivid, but crisp and focused and completely intentional.
Check.
So it's like, I feel like we actually came together in a really beautiful way, the three of us, Shellback, Max, and I, where we had a conversation about how Max was like, I loved folklore. I loved the storytelling on folklore. I don't want that to change. Like, just because we're making these like, these infectious
excited
anthems, like I don't want you to leave that behind. And I was like, I don't think I couldn't if I tried. So at this point, I
got some stuff to say.
I'm married to that kind of writing, you know? And so it was really amazing that we were able to, without doing too much, we've been waiting years to come back together and make this project. It felt really
You are going to move. You are.
Do
this
I
album
have to,
is
do I
going
have to
to
wait
make
till
you
October
dance.
3rd? Do I have to wait till October 3rd?
Yes, you do, Jason.
Yeah.
God damn it, this is unfair.
We don't trust you at all.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, smart.
Do I have to wait?
I completely get it. Completely get it. The artwork. How do you settle on a front piece of like artwork for an album?
This represents the end of my night.
Okay.
Right? So like
This is
when I'm on tour,
great.
I have the same day every single day. It's another reason why we have a very similar life. His game days are the same days every day. His practice days are the same every day.
This
His
is
meetings, his schedule.
fascinating.
My show days are the same every single day. I just happen to be in a different city.
Yeah.
And my day ends with me in a bathtub, not usually in a bedazzled dress.
Sure. Well, it's got to be.
She's a
It's on the front of an
We
album.
try
It's
to
got to be
keep it
dressed up.
decent, you know?
I've always wondered
I wanted
that.
to sort of like glamorize all the different aspects of how that tour felt. And that's how that felt, to like be at the end of the night when all this has gone down. You won't be able to get to bed till 4 a.m. after this,
crazy.
but you had to jump through 50 million hoops in this obstacle course that is your show. And you did it. You got 2 more in a row, but you did it tonight.
God, I love so much that we were able to get her talking about her album in this comfortable, casual way, friend to friend. Like, I'm so excited for this. Obviously, I'm excited, but like just the way that she was talking about it, the way that Travis is hyping her up, banger after banger, for her to even say like these pictures are supposed to represent what it's like for me at the end of my night. Like I'm in a bathtub. Oh my God, when Travis brought up the recovery station in the hotel room, I am like, what do toe spacers do? I need to know. I asked TikTok and no one has told me yet. Does that actually help you with your foot pain? Because girl needs to know that. Like I need to hear more about this recovery station in the hotel room, Travis. You can't just like casually bring that up on the podcast and then drop toe spacers and then not give me more. Like, am I the only one that feels this way? Does she have like a nurse with like an IV drip between the shows? Because these are all the things that I thought. I was very impressed with Jason's questions and I'll get into that. But like, what else was in this recovery room at the station? I hope that we get way more about this in the Eras Tour documentary, whenever that is. Still lingering in the horizon somewhere. We're gonna get it eventually. But this conversation was so good. I'm still like combing through my favorite moments. I mean, just hearing Travis gush about Taylor, hearing her talk about bread. Like we know that she bakes, but like obsessed with her puns. There's just so much. There is just so much. And I love that we got this from her, from them. And I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for the New Heights podcast. Never have I ever listened to a sports podcast and never have I ever subscribed to a podcast channel. I still hadn't. It's so funny. I was talking to Matt about this the other day. Like I've had some Swifties be like, oh my gosh, did you see what Kylie Kelce said? And I'm like, no, like I think she's cool, but I don't follow, what's the best way to describe this? Like Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift and now she's dating Travis and I follow a lot about Taylor and Travis. And so like what a bunch of other people do, and there's nothing wrong with this per se. It's just so interesting the culture of social media now that like the Kelce family has now become the new band of characters that the Swifties are obsessed with. And it's like, that's a lot of pressure, first of all. There's a lot riding on this relationship. Yes, the parasocial relationship thing where I'm like, yeah, I really like Taylor, I really like Travis. I like Jason now, but like someone was like, oh, you don't know the name of Jason's daughters? And I was like, no, what? Those are young girls. I don't know. I'm just like not following as much as like other people are. It's just interesting. Let me know if you know at all what I'm saying, because sometimes I have felt like a little bit behind the Swiftie curve because they're like, oh, well, Kylie Kelce said this to her daughter and like, you don't know the daughter's names? And I'm like, no, I don't. I think that they're cool. Thumbs up. But I'm, you know what I mean? I'm like, there's already so much I'm trying to follow and keep up with. Yeah, there was no point in me saying that, just like a random rant for you. There were just so many good nuggets from this podcast. I love the internet right now. You've seen them all. You've seen all of the nuggets, her talking about your energy as if it's like a luxury item, and just very proud of her. Very proud of the position that she's in the confident way that she goes about her life and talks about it, and the fact that she's comfortable enough 2 years into a relationship to be talking about their home life, like, oh, I was in the kitchen, new news. And I was like, that's just so cute. I cannot wait for this album. And I just want to know all of the Easter eggs that she dropped in this interview, because there were so many that I'm sure we won't even know. We just won't even know. What did she say one time? Oh, what's that above that doorway, upside down, backwards, in Braille? And I was like, girl, you don't know what you're doing to us. Don't do that. We will look into everything you're saying. We'll go crazy. Anyways, guys, I need to know your guys' thoughts on this. And I just... Oh, also, this is very funny. I was sent a book. This is not sponsored in any way, but Penguin Random House sent me this book. This is not sponsored. There will be an affiliate link down below because I think this is cool. It's called The Eras Pour. It's a cocktail book. It says the unofficial ultimate Taylor Swift cocktail book. Like literally just in screaming color. What, I haven't used it yet. Scarlet Rust. Just like super cool, and like it looks really nice on my coffee table. It's cool. Mixing tips, spirits and liquor. I don't know. I meant to show this to you. Mojito 22. I like this and it looks pretty. I'll include a link for it down below. Like, look at that, so pretty. Thank you for sending. Oh, I hope it's not out of focus. Thank you for sending Penguin Random House. I'm a big fan of this, and you know I'm a big fan of saucy cocktail, so I should do something with this. Let me know if you guys are interested. Links to that are down below, but I literally am like, I'm just... Here is my whiteboard. I have a whiteboard written down of the things that I need to accomplish today, and editing this video is one of them. So it's just a shorty little vid, but I miss y'all. I hope that you're doing well. Happy TS12 album cycle to you. And I want to be showing my face more here. I say that every time, but it's true. I really do. I got nothing else to say right now. I'm gonna get back to editing, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you share it with your Swiftie friends and that you leave it a like. Subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, and love ya. Give me all of your thoughts. There's a lot that happened here. I'm still processing, so much. The love of him wanting an otter, like obsessed. I'm obsessed with all of that. I don't know, my brain is scrambled. I gotta go eat something and finish editing, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are sharing in my excitement. New album cycle, TS12, October 3rd. It's gonna be great. Let me know what kind of content you wanna see from me this album cycle and any other pop culture content, because Sabrina Carpenter's featured on this. There's so much. We could talk about the track list. Yeah, I gotta make like a real full-fledged scripted video about this, so let me know what you wanna see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.